Today is December 11th, 2013. I want to welcome you to another edition of Joe's Politics 101. After going through the day, watching all of the news clips about Obama shaking hands and, with this guy Castro, listening to Fox News and how they done pumped that up and made such a big issue out of it. And then they showed a clip of Mr. John McCain, who made that statement about Neville Chamberlain shaking hands with Hitler. It's amazing how these people look for every and anything they can to distract and take away from anything that this president do. I believe if John Boehner and the president went in the bathroom together and they was taking a whiz, old John would probably say, "Hey, you're whizzing wrong, man. You got to whiz the other way." It's amazing. It's amazing how they want to make everything that this man do wrong with it. Half of them don't even know the history of the Castros. They don't even remember that back in the 50s when Castro was arguing at the UN about what was going on in Cuba. Cuba was one of them places where Americans went and had control of much of the government over there. They had its casinos. The crime families had casinos down there and all kind of different things going on in Cuba. Castro wasn't for it, and he wanted to change. The guy that they had, I can't remember the president that was there back then. I can look it up, find it, or you can look it up and find it and see who it was. That's what caused the revolution, was the way people were being treated. Nobody from America was trying to support Castro in doing what he was doing or wanting to do. So he turned to those other people who were communists that did help him. That's what that was all about. And then you think about people like John McCain and all of these people that's making these statements about, oh, President Obama shook the hand of Raul Castro. What the hell is the difference? Hell, you went there, John McCain, you shook hands with Muammar Gaddafi, and at the same time you bowed to him, shook his hand and did that. So what's the deal? Why can't Obama shake hands with different people in the world? Raul Castro wasn't the only dictator that was there. The damn conservatives and the Republicans always are looking for somebody to degrade, denigrate, and destroy. The only reason that Cuba has been under the influence of the American sanctions all of these years is because the people, the white politicians in the United States, want to control that country the way they want to control it. They don't want those people to control themselves. It's a sovereign nation. It's not a part of the United States. Even though we do have a lot of Cubans in this country, it is still another country. It's separated from the United States. We've had a military base over there for as long as I can remember. I used to go in and out of Gitmo in the Navy. This thing that these people are doing is so, what it's like? It's like two little kids, brother and sister, or two brothers or whatever. Oh, you ugly. No, I'm not ugly. You ugly. That's all this boils down. It's real childish ass bull crap that these people are doing and saying things that they say. You wouldn't expect intelligent, civilized people to make an issue out of a little old thing like a handshake. Hell, I shake hands with people I don't like or don't know, period. Every now and then I'll bump into somebody I don't know them. They could be the worst criminal in the world. They said, hello, how you doing? We in the same presence. They stick their hand out, I stick mine out, and I shake hands with them and move on. A handshake is an issue in this country when we have so many other problems. It's not about none of that. It's not about any of that. It's about degrading and trying to destroy this young man who is president of the United States, who have done more for this country in the 5 years that he's been president than any president since Kennedy. Trying to uplift, not press down a nation that's having all kinds of problems. You know, they fight against the repair of the infrastructure. I live in a state that once you leave the state of Texas or Alabama or Mississippi, you run into the worst infrastructure in the country. And that's the state of Louisiana. It's a red state. It's controlled by Republicans. You know, in our areas where we live at, our infrastructure, we have so many vehicles coming, it takes you an hour to get 8 miles. You know, that don't make no sense. They're not trying to invest in the country. They're not trying to invest in the people in this country. But everything's hunky-dory. They just want to take from the lower income people and give nothing or take nothing away from the upper income. You know, all about keeping the people wealthy, and the poor people poor. Thank you for viewing this rant. God bless you. God bless America. Ciao.